Happy holidays, fight fiends and forecasters. I'm with my good friend, MMA Husky Hustler, and we're here for the UFC Award Show for 2025. Now, we're not talking about knockout of the year, submission of the year. That's too basic. That's too obvious. And if you look at the knockouts this year, each and every one of them could be a nominee, Husky. We're not wasting our time going through all that. A lot of special submission wins this year as well. So what do you say? We mix it up. We give them 7 different awards with 3 nominees per award. Yeah, let's have some fun, Husky. What do you think about that?
G'day, legends. Thanks for bringing me on the show, mate. And Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Hope you're all enjoying the festive season. Yeah, mate, I'm looking forward to see what you've got on your end. I know you've got a couple of bets you want to share with everyone that you did pretty well with this year. So let's get rolling.
I got a bet of the year slide, yes. But the first slide for the 2025 UFC Award Show is the MVP of the year. Now let's take a look at the nominees, Husky. Take off the shades. People got to stop fading MMA Husky Hustler and Fight Fiend Forecast. They need to subscribe, like the video right now, and stay forecasted moving along into the new year, because this year, Mel Costa had the best record in 2025. He went 4-0. That's a pretty good record, Husky Hustler. The Brazilian is a nominee this year for the MVP in the UFC. Next up, who do we got, Husky?
Ilia Topuria. That's a pretty amazing pick, and some of the things that he's been able to do in the octagon over the last year has been nothing but incredible. When you think about the rise of Conor McGregor and what he was able to do, it seems like Ilia is the heir apparent to that, and the sky's the limit for that guy.
And he is now a 2-time champion, and we've seen a two-time champion this year. 2 people get the belt in 2 different divisions. Not easy to do. And yes, Topuria was one of them. The third nominee was Islam Makhachev from Russia. He's a double champ too. And you got Ilia Topuria, double champ. So they're rightfully nominees for MVP of the year. They did what many fighters will never do in their career. And many fighters don't even become a champion, let alone a champion in 2 divisions, Husky. Wow, these 2 guys for nominee of the year could both win after the year they had.
I couldn't agree more. Even if you said Ilia and Islam are equal first, I wouldn't argue that at all.
Yeah, now credit to the first nominee, Mel Costa, 4-0 record in 2025. He was very active. He had a lot of wins. He was the most winning fighter in 2025. But my official MVP for this year, if you agree, Husky Hustler, is Islam Makhachev.
Look, like I said, I can't argue that. If you look at what they've been able to do, Islam and Ilia, they've pretty much done the same thing. They've won the world title in their weight class, defended it, and also won another belt in another weight class. It's pretty incredible. Islam, I think, is Islam going on beating Anderson Silva's record, or is he tied it for most wins in a row?
I can't confirm that, but he's coming some close, and he likely will beat it. And, he even gave Alexander Volkanovski a chance, your guy from Australia, a chance to become a double champ. It wasn't possible for Volkanovski, but credit to Islam for giving him the chance. And that's why I'm so happy to see Islam become the double champ after giving someone else a chance before he even had a chance. He let someone else have a chance against him. So that's a true fighter. That's a warrior. And that is your MVP this year, 2026, double champ, lightweight champion, welterweight champion, Islam Makhachev. And it's going to be and still 2026. What do you think, Husky Hustler?
It's going to be interesting what happens with Ilia, with the situation, obviously stepping away from the octagon while he's going through what looks like a pretty messy divorce.
Yeah.
But will he be back for the White House card? That's the question.
Yeah. And here at the forecast, the messy stuff is the reason why Ilia Topuria did not get the official MVP of the year. That's why it had to go to Islam Makhachev. Too much messy stuff right now with Ilia Topuria. We're going to leave him out of the spotlight for a little bit. let him have his time away from the sport. Not really a great end to the year for a potential MVP, Ilya. But we'll see what he can do in 2026. I think he is a very good person. He's going to hopefully come out on the right side of this battle. Just another fight inside of the octagon. This one's going to be inside of a courtroom. Now, the next one, Husky Hustler, the bet of the year. I was fired up for this one. I got 3 bets this year that are spectacular. The first one, Fight Fiends, was Brandon Moreno, Raul Rosas Jr., and Rafa Garcia. This was like a almost 3x bet. UFC Mexico, my biggest wager of all time. It was in 2025. It was a 32-unit wager, and it profited 48 and a quarter units, 48.25 units. Proper English. What do you think, Husky, on that first nominee? What a big bet there.
That's impressive, mate. I love your second one there, the Derek Lewis KO. You were screaming that from the mountaintops when that fight was going to be announced. And I remember you were going very big on that one. And in hindsight, I wish I'd put more money on it myself.
Yeah, in hindsight, that was one of the most profitable bets for me of the year. And I had extreme confidence in the play as well, in the round 1 prop. And we're going to talk about a prop you had this year. You played it round 2 or 3. This one, I smacked it exactly round 1. Sharp play there. It was an 8-1 play, 7-1 play. It was super profitable for me. But looking at another profitable one, the most profitable one on my birthday weekend was a 6.5 unit bet that wagered over 41 units. Now, taking a look at the fighters I took was Sam Hughes, Sam Patterson, Caio Fernandez, Mason Jones, and Modestas Bacchus. 5-leg parlay on my birthday, September 7th in Paris. We cashed in huge. Now, I think that one, because it was my birthday weekend, because the profit was so significant, that will be the bet of the year. 5-leg bet on the birthday weekend. That much profit made, Husky. How can you deny that one?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. That was the Paris card where every French fighter swept the card, didn't they?
Yeah, I do believe so here.
Yeah.
On that
so
one.
I think if you just put like $50 or $100 on every French fighter that card, you would have done pretty well.
Yeah, you would have. And the Paris cards, the England, London cards, very entertaining. And I can't wait for 2026. We got a lot of other great bets to make.
I've got a nominee. It didn't hit, but I'm going to mention it anyway. Do you recall the Australian card where I had $100 on every single Australian fighter? And was it Jack that won? But then they, after the first round, went, "Oh no, keep fighting."
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah. And I'm like, where I would have won something like $5 to $6 grand on $100 bet.
Now for the bet of the year,
apparently they've contested it, overruled it, that it's a no contest now. But hey, I still don't win that bet.
Yeah. So for the bet of the year, Husky, I just did it for Fight Fiend Forecast specific. I didn't have a chance to go through all your bets, but moving through.
Okay. I just thought I'd raise that one because to this day I'm like, I can't believe they stopped that fight and then continued it. That
was by far your bet of the year. Rather if it hit or not, that was the bet of the year.
My bet of the year would have been calling Bruno Ferreira by decision.
I was going to put that. And I was going to put that for the prop of the week. 50. Or prop of the year.
It was so obvious. And I was just telling everyone, like, it's going the distance. He's going to lose a decision. And I just felt like everyone else was taking crazy pills and didn't want to listen to me. But hey.
Hey, and this is where the crazy pills might not be a bad thing. The props of the week were some crazy calls we had on the Prop Fiend show this year, a live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern time, every event that me, Husky, and Prelim Tim do. And we're going to continue to do in 2026. Prop Fiends are live each and every event. Now, this year, the 3 nominees for the props of the week, the props of the year. First up, Husky, let the people know what the hell you did.
Yeah, so that was Denise Gomes in round 2-3 KO. I knew it was coming round 2, but I just played it safe and just went, oh, what if it goes, a bit longer into the third? But that was a really, really good play, that one.
Hot damn. That was a good one, man. 8-1. I think that is the most valuable one out of the three. But let's take a look at Derek Lewis, round 1 KO. He was a massive underdog in that fight, and we called the outcome exactly round 1. That might be the winner for prop of the year if it's not Denise Gomes, because the third nominee was a recent one, Denzel Freeman. It was a heavyweight fight. He was a growing favorite. He greased out the decision at plus 650. These are the three
Correct
best
me if
props.
I'm wrong. Was that
Prop show?
Prelim that called that one, or was that you?
Those two are Fight Fiend forecast. I did not have any at huge odds from Prelim Tim that I recall or found. So these were the biggest odds that we cashed on the Prop Fiend show. I just took the biggest odds I could find. These were the top 3 of the year. So these are crazy odds. I mean, we were on the crazy pill, Husky, picking these ones.
Yeah, and we're giving out these for free. And you're not going to sit and listen to us talk for 2-3 hours and waffling on and giving out ridiculous plays that never hit. And then 1 out of 100 does, then go brag to everyone. Like, we're doing this consistently, giving them out for free.
Yeah, there's no time to brag about it. We got to go back to work the next week, right? So you're going to taste the losses, but you're going to taste the wins too. So consistency is key. At the end of the year, maybe consistency was not our friend, but Fight Fiends and forecasters, we will be consistent. 2026, we're only learning and growing each and every day. We're going to learn from the losses. We're still new. Husky's in his first year still, only 10 months into doing YouTube. Everybody give him a round of applause. 2025 was the year of MMA Husky Hustler.
Thanks, buddy.
And because of that, Husky, you had the biggest odds here in a women's MMA fight. I'm going to give it to you. The prop of the year goes to Denise Gomes, round 2 or 3 KO at plus 700. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you started up with the next one, buddy.
Ooh, upset of the year. There's a few contenders for this one. And I guess when you look at it, you've got to look at Merab versus Syed Magomedov. It's not often that you see a Magomedov lose in MMA. And it was just so obvious what was going to happen in that fight. Merab was just, obviously he's had his recent loss, but at the time he was the machine. And he was stuffing takedowns. He was taking Syed down and laughing and having a great time out there.
Boomer.
So I think that's got to be one that's got to be considered. But maybe the biggest one of last year, I think in terms of the betting odds, you've got to look at Peyton Talbot when he took on – who did he take on? Ronnie Barcelos.
Rayoni Barcelos,
I think it was literally like $1.05, $1.10 for him to win. And Barcelos goes out there, takes him the full 3 rounds, wins a unanimous decision. That was crazy.
That was a big upset. That was a big underdog that people did not expect to win. The betting odds were kind of close in that one. It was like plus 200, plus 150 range for Barcelos. So the official nominee for upset of the year was Muin Gafurov versus Rinya Nakamura at plus 500. He won the fight. That was the biggest underdog of the year. Muin Gafurov versus Rinya Nakamura at 6-1 odds. That's the upset of the year, MMA Husky Hustler. Holy shit. And then you take a look at another nominee. Wasn't too long ago. We have to look back. I don't think we're going to even look back because Yan and Van both became champions in the same night.
Yeah, crazy, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I even made a predictions video before the fights, and it was for the following week. And in that, it showed the champions getting their belts throughout the year. And it had Marab, and it also had it had Marab getting the belt, and it also had old mate Pantages getting the belt. And I was so convinced that, oh, well, this is a foregone conclusion. And I couldn't be bothered going back and editing the predictions video before I put it out. But I just remember before I uploaded it, watching it and just laughing and going, I can't believe how crazy this sport is.
Yeah, that is definitely the winner for upset of the year. The Yan Van Championship wins in the same night.
Yeah, it was crazy because if you recall, this is a couple of weeks ago, I said one of my goals was to get a perfect round in the year. And I came up short so many times. I came up short like 5 or 6 times. I'd get literally a perfect round. I'd get one wrong. And that card, I'm going into the last 3 fights. I'm sweeping the card. And then all of a sudden it was as if like I just drove off a cliff. And it just crashed and burned. I was like, what is going on?
And what was going on in the Tom Aspinall Serial Gone fight? It was breakfast time. Maybe Tom wasn't awake. Maybe his eyes weren't open enough yet. I mean, he did get eye poked a few times. Now he has to sit out a couple months, Husky Hustler. What do you think about that? That was definitely an upset for me because that was an event in particular that I was super pumped up for. That was a fight I was looking forward to, especially. And to have it end in an eye poke, round 1 within like 2-3 minutes. Oh, that was upsetting.
I think everyone's in unison with that was a very upsetting outcome. Yeah. And I think Tom recently said that he's having surgery on his eye. So not good. Like I think a lot of people forget he got poked in the eye. It's funny that you watch the replay and you see fingers going into a person's eye. And funnily enough, they have issues with their eye afterwards. Unbelievable. Who would have thought?
Yeah, crazy stuff. Your own boss doesn't even have your back or support you getting hurt with an eye poke. He just kind of slanders you in front of the whole world immediately after it happens. Now, Dana White said that he didn't say a few things. He always changes what he says, but immediately after the fight, I don't like how Dana White reacted, what he said, and he kind of made Tom look bad. He did. That's
he definitely did. He definitely did.
There's no beating around the bush.
That he quit, that he had the chance to keep going. He chose not to.
That is exactly what he was indicating, Husky.
It's absolute rubbish. I mean, if you're in the heavyweight division of all divisions and you can't see, why the hell would you fight?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I know everyone's seen Bloodsport and they expected him to do Van Damme where he gets the chalk in the eyes and he's been training, with blindfolds and he'll just close his eyes and be a ninja. It's okay. No, that's not reality, people.
Yeah, he has to have a career, a future after that fight. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to hurt like the next couple of years for one fight. Now he's going to obviously take the time away. He's going to recover. Like you said, he's going to have a surgery. This is more serious than we thought, more serious than Dana White thought. Now he looks pretty stupid, doesn't he? So hopefully Tom Aspinall heals well and goes back and gets that belt versus hopefully Alex Potan Pieta, because it looks like he's moving up to heavyweight 2026. So stay tuned for the 2026 forecast show with Husky Hustler, Fight Fiend, Prelim Tim possibly. We're going to give you the 2026 forecast. Alex Potan Pieta is going to be on the show, and we're going to talk lots about him. But to finish off, the upset of the year, it was most definitely Yan and Van championship wins in the same night.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I don't think anyone saw that coming, especially how it played out as well. Like the freak accident, like accidents happen in MMA, but the way it happened, I think just was shocking. And then in the main event, you got Marab, the machine Marab, just a relentless chain wrestler and takedowns. He couldn't get the takedown. no matter how many times he tried. I don't even recall if he got a takedown, did he? Because if he did, Peter just stood straight back up. You didn't even notice. It was
Peter Yan had a
incredible how he
takedown.
won.
You know, Peter Yan had a
Peter
takedown.
got the takedown. Yeah.
His accuracy on the takedowns were way better than Dvalishvili, who was on a dominant run 2025, which puts a dent into things here because Peter Yan is back, motherfuckers.
What an amazing turnaround for Peter Yan. The controversy that he had with that knee to Adrian Sterling. At the time, he was considered going on to be the GOAT of that division before that knee. Had that not occurred, he definitely was winning that fight. You know, imagine his trajectory if he didn't lose that fight.
And I don't know how he didn't beat Sean O'Malley. How was that a split decision loss? I think Peter won that fight.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think there's a bit of home cooking with the judges on that one.
I couldn't be more happier to see Peter Yan get the belt back. Now it's going to come with a cost. It's going to be upsetting for a number of people, the other team. But that's the game. MMA. We all love it. We all hate it at the same time. Let's continue on with this show, Husky. We got the underdog of the year. Who cashed in? And these were underdog picks. These were underdog picks, one from each channel. So people got to let us know, what was the best underdog pick of the year? Husky, you let the people know the first two.
All right. Well, we've got Alex Pereira. I'm assuming that was against
Magomed Ankalaev the second time.
Yeah. That was the second fight, wasn't it? Yeah. Great call by Prelim Tim. In hindsight, I think me and you had Roundtree beating Yuri. We should have went the other way around and had Alex beating. But that's like you say, that's MMA. So that was a great call by Tim.
That was a great call, man. Like, looking back at the fight, Pereira dominated the fight. Poton put him to sleep, stiffened him. And, you know, it looked kind of easy for a 3-1 underdog. There was more than just value on that pick. That was one hell of a call. For years to come, Prelim Tim. Credit to you. Husky Hustler, what did you do over there?
Yeah, this is Michael Venom Page's first fight in the UFC, wasn't it? That I picked this one.
First or second?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who I picked him against.
It was against Shara Magomedov.
Yes. Yeah. Once again, it was another one where it was just clear as day. It's like he's too quick.
For you, it was clear as day. Fooled me. Fuck.
Yeah, well, no, it was so obvious. He's not going to be able to keep up with the speed and the defensive tactics that Michael Venom Page is going to bring into that cage. That to me was just so glaringly obvious. It's the same with Valentina Shevchenkov. 2 fights that she had this year as well, where she was the underdog, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, how is she the underdog? She's literally the female GOAT of the division. And both times I cashed on that as well. So, yeah.
Did someone say Amanda Nunes?
Well, that's 2026. We'll see what happens there. But Amanda Nunes is the GOAT of 2 divisions, not the one.
Yeah, 2026 forecast will have Amanda Nunes, and Husky has a lot to say about her. Now, my underdog this year, Husky, it was the most valuable on the slate out of the nominees. And like you said, I thought this one was clear as day. I couldn't believe the damn odds. Chris Duncan, plus 300? Holy. Fighting a debut Jordan Vucinic, who is a Cage Warriors tattoo artist. Jesus Christ, that's free money, boys. I wish we had that one sooner to Christmas time. I think that will definitely be the underdog of the year at those kind of odds, plus 300. I think Derek Lewis was definitely a nominee that all 3 of us had, but we had to, pick an underdog that not many people were on. Not many people were picking Chris Duncan, Husky. I don't even think you picked him in that matchup. And looking at Michael Venom Page, I was not picking Michael Venom Page. I did not see that one coming. I was all over Shara Magomedov, and I paid the consequences. Now we talk about prelim Tims. I had Magomed Ankalaev just like you. So these are all picks that people did not see coming. Great underdog picks, all three nominees. But officially, who do you think the winner is, Husky?
Ooh. I mean, odds wise, you stand out, but I don't know. Alex is a hard one not to pick, mate. Like,
yeah, in a championship
and the way
fight.
He came back and did it too in just dominant fashion, just to remind everyone of who he is and what he's capable of doing was pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, let me go to the window one more time for the official results here. On the Underdog of the Year, we had 3 incredible nominees from Husky Hustler, Prelim Tim, and myself, Fight Fiend Forecast. Final call at the window is going to be Alex Poton Pieta plus 210. Husky said everything you need to hear about the reasoning on this one. Championship status. He reminded everybody who he is and what he is capable of. Now, Husky, this is a Fiend of the Year. This is kind of like the Rookie of the Year, you know? A new fighter on the rise, a fighter we really like. Why don't you kick this one off?
Ooh, okay.
The 3 rookies. All off Dana White's Contender Series. I'm hearing myself through your mic, Husky. Anyways. All 3 on Dana White Contender Series this year. MMA
Sorry,
Husky
mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
I don't know if you were talking because I didn't hear you for like a minute.
Steven's the guy that's lost all the weight, isn't he?
Yeah, heavyweight.
Yeah, okay. And he's always telling himself about his body image. Yep. He looked good in the last fight. A lot of people sort of, I guess, criticized him about it, but I thought he looked good. He worked that jab. He showed that he's not just brawling heavyweight that goes out there, throws an overhand right and knocks people out. Like, he showed a lot of great strategy. And the other guy took a beating and he just kept coming forward. But he's definitely someone to watch in the heavyweight division. A lot of the time in the heavyweight division, they've got the power, they've got the build, but they don't tend to have technique and skill sometimes. Or if they do, it's always only one particular area of a skill. Like, it's either wrestling or it's boxing or it's kickboxing. It's never the full package of MMA. That's why the top elite guys like Tom Aspinall and the rest stand out. Yeah.
Steven Aspinall stands out for being a fiend, having the grit and power. That's why they call him Concrete. Now, Steven Aspinall was a Fiend of the Year off Dana White's Contender Series, got right into the octagon after that win, and picked up a debut win in his first fight, just like Io, Burr, and Newski. What a fight with Ibo Aslan recently. I mean, toe-to-toe war. He put Buddy out pretty early on Dana White's Contender Series, but he was tested, and he showed us he was a fiend. Holy fuck, what a fight. Io and Ibo produced Fight of the Year this year, 2025. Husky. And because of the fight alone, he might be the Fiend of the Year. But it's hard to go against the third nominee. Let the people know who that was.
Yeah, very impressive start to the UFC. I think he got a submission. Was it a rear naked choke in his first fight?
Yeah, knockout artist.
Yeah, and then against who was it? Eric? Someone? What's his
McConaughey.
McConaughey. It went a bit deeper, but that's okay. He got the knockout in the third round, which was what was expected. I'd just like to see him maybe get rid of the cockiness a little, because that's going to cost him at some point. Maybe taking a loss might be the best thing for that guy, but right now he's looking good.
And not only looking good, I mean, 4 days after his Dana White Contender Series fight where he looked amazing, he stepped in and looked even better with the pressure on, the spotlight on. Wow, he looked more than good in 2025, making his UFC debut with ease right away. Right away. So the official Fiend of the Year, it could be Baysen Gursusurkayev with how fast he got fast-tracked into the octagon and started fighting his opposition and beating their ass. But Io and Ibo went to war, and Io Baraneski from Warsaw, Poland, showed us he's a fiend, period. This guy is a fiend. Fiend of the Year, didn't see enough of him. Dana White Contender Series fight, probably a little bit too easy. And for Steven Asplin, my final thoughts, you know, him on the mic saying he wanted to suck Dana White's toes. I mean, that's why he's a nominee. This guy's funny on the mic, just like Josh Hockett, another potential nominee. Funny guys on the mic. You got to love these fiends. New fighters off Dana White Contender Series, newcomers to the UFC. But officially, the Fiend of the Year. He might not have the character of the Fiend, but my pick might be Baysen Gursusurkayev because it's the Rookie of the Year.
Who we got?
I don't know, Husky. It's between Warsaw, Poland, and Russia. Because it's the Fiend of the Year and not Rookie of the Year, I think we're going with Io Baranuski from Warsaw, Poland. Fiend of the Year, Fight of the Year. Go back and watch that fight anytime you're bored. Fiend of the Year.
Wasn't it exciting? Like, it's such a back and forth war. 1 minute it goes one way, then the next. Like you stop breathing while you're watching. Who's going to be knocked out? What's happening?
Both guys got knocked down. I thought both guys were down and out, and then they got back up and started fighting again. So, I mean,
it was an incredible fight.
That was a fight for the ages. Fiend of the Year, Iwo from Warsaw, Poland. Forecaster of the Year, the final trophy, the final award, Husky Hustler. And this is the most active and the most, what can you say?
Devoted fan,
loyal,
supporter.
Devoted. Yeah, but impressive. That's the word. A forecaster in my Discord, or a fan or follower of Husky or Prelim Tim that was very, very impressive this year. The first nominee, give a round of applause for Bryn Ray. She had multiple $100 wins for my $100 giveaway. She was very active this year, and she wasn't just active. She walked away with many $100 wins for the giveaway, and her parlays showed that she is the queen of parlays. Bryn Ray is. So a round of applause for the
careful queen saying that around the Husky. She might get jealous.
I mean, Husky, you two went head to head all year. Both of yous are the king and queens of parlays.
No,
your Husky and Bryn Ray are queens.
My Husky looks up to Brim, and she was like, you know, she's the queen. If I can be the princess, that's fine.
Yeah, Bryn Ray, that was super impressive run this year. Like over $500 giveaway wins is crazy. A parlay to go along with each and every win as well. Those parlays were plus 500 odds or above. She hit a plus 1,000. Wow. Super impressive, Husky. Yeah, this forecaster was so impressive in 2025, and other forecasters took notice. That's how impressive she was. Like, other forecasters took notice and started copying her parlays and your parlays in the comments because you guys kept winning. Like,
I got Brim to go on to Uncle Wheezy's greasy four-legger because I've been
that's where she
on
went.
there. And,
that's where she went. She's not commenting anymore.
I've been going on his show and giving out parlays, and you know, I'm not going to lie, they hit probably a bit more than Uncle Wheezy's. Sorry, Wheezy, if you're listening. But I said, Brim, you've got to come on. I'm gonna have this guy know your name by the end of the year. So Yeah, she started coming on. I think she hit 2 in a row on that one as well.
Yeah,
we both hit the first week, and then she hit the second one in a row. So impressive stuff.
Maybe in 2026, Uncle Weezy will join a Prop Fiend show. That would be something else. We got some other cappers in the community that could also join Prop Fiends. I know Johnny K Picks, Blood Money. I was talking to them in the past. They always wanted to do a live stream show. Maybe we cook it up 2026, bring them on the Prop Fiend show. Maybe I can join one of their shows. Uncle Weezy, you mentioned his name. There's a lot of other very good cappers in the community. If they're listening, I doubt they are. They can reach out. We can set something up. Me and Husky are pretty chill fellas, and it's all about the community. All about the community. Right, Husky?
Couldn't have said better, my friend. Now, Kyle Deuce. Kyle,
this is from Tim's community.
Because I swear every live stream that I've ever attended, Kyle's always in the comments. So
active.
You're there, Kyle. Drop a comment.
Yeah, drop a comment. Drop a comment, Kyle. This guy is in the live chat every Prop Fiend show. I could not add Kyle Deuce. This guy is too active.
Yeah.
And much appreciation for that. You know, it really motivates me to continue to do the videos and see you commenting there when we're live each and every week. It means I have to keep putting in the work. Even if it's one follower, that's enough to motivate me. So thank you, Kyle Deuce. And thank you to my most active forecaster, follower, Giraffe Goon. This follower comments on everything on YouTube. Every post. A little comment, it goes a long way. It might be short and sweet, but I'm telling you, it goes a long way. So thank you, Giraffe Goon, Kyle Deuce. Kyle Deuce is in the community of Prelim Tim. He's the most active forecaster over there. Giraffe Goon's the most active forecaster over here. But the forecaster of the year, Husky, we all know who it is. You know, we all know who it is.
Is it my Husky?
It should be. It should be. But the next queen bee, it's Bryn Ray, bringing home the win for forecaster of the year. Bryn Ray, direct message me, and you're getting a little treat for the holiday season. What a great year it was for Bryn Ray. She entered the $100 giveaway multiple times and got the win. Super impressive stuff. Now I'm going to give you a holiday surprise. Give me a direct message and we'll work something out. Thank you, Bryn Ray. We're giving out giveaways each and every week as well, Husky Hustler. Let's talk about that for a minute. The forecasters can join a $50 giveaway in the future. Each and every event on the Prop Fiend show, chance to win $50. They enter hashtag F3 on the video. Their name gets entered in the giveaway wheel, and it spins each and every week. But all what you got to do each and every week to re-enter is comment on the video in the comment section, hashtag F3. So simple. You enter the giveaway wheel, chance to win $50, completely random and 100% fair for forecasters and fight fiends. We're giving out money each and every event moving forward, Husky. So tell them Prop Fiends is the place to be.
Well, I'm trying to get you over to Australia, and you stopped doing the $100 parlay one that I'd win and then give you, go, all right, I'll give the $100 back to you when we get to $2,000. You got to come to Australia. So I don't know how I'm going to get you here if you take it away from me. But yeah, anyone listening, hashtag F3, chance to win $50. And yeah, he gives out the prize every week.
Listen, I had to take it away because it's always you and Bryn Ray commenting. It's only you two commenting for the $100. And you know what? I need to save that $100 to go to Australia to see you, buddy. One giveaway.
I was just giving it back to you anyway.
A lot of channels don't even do giveaways. Give out free money. Like I've been watching.
A lot of channels don't give out free plays either, mate. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm giving out
Christmas, and it's the time of giving.
I'm giving out free plays every event. I'm giving out free money every event. Fight Fiend Forecast alongside my friend Husky Hustler. Prelim Tim is the place to be. Live every event. like the video for the award show, and stay forecasted for the 2026 forecast and future videos that we're going to do. Fight Fiend forecast is fired up for 2026. Husky, final thoughts before we move into a new year?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for having me on the show and greeting me into the community in my first year of being a Kappa. So thank you very much, my friend. I've made it pretty clear to my friends, my family, and Joseph that there was one major goal that I was looking for 2025, and that was to be the most accurate predictor at the end of the year. And we're tracking pretty well for that. So we'll have to wait and see until the UFC predictions tracker releases his final video, and yours truly could be number one. We'll see.
You're always number one in my eyes, Husky Hustler. Your first year, I took notice to your channel right away. Smooth, fluid talking, and the statistics you provide along with the entertainment, superb. You can't find a better person to listen to and get your information from, and just a class act guy, very respectful. He means the world to a lot of people, and he's not shitting on people, he's not bragging. This is what I'm talking about. Class act guy, complete gentleman, MMA Husky Hustler, and his Husky is working hard too. So shout out to Mishka in the back, putting in that work and keeping
she's the brains and beauty
happy each and
behind
every
the
day.
show, my friend. She does the picks, I just do the production.
Yeah, and your production, like I said, superb. You're a class act guy. A lot of people out here to get people's money. You don't charge people for your picks. You don't charge people for your bets. You're just a class act guy doing this on your free time. So please, everybody, go check out MMA Husky Hustler. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and go over to his Instagram channel. I helped him set that up, and it's going to be continuing to grow in 2026.
Thank you, my friend. And look, to all my fellow Australians that are listening in with the recent tragedy, I'd just like to say that obviously it's a tragic event, and let's move forward and show what Australians are truly about. And that's not hate. It's about love, especially over this festive season. So Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone has an amazing, safe New Year.
Yeah, hats off to that, Husky. That is very tragic. At the end of the day, we're all human. Skin color doesn't matter. The language you speak doesn't matter. The way you look doesn't matter. We're all human. We're all one. And we're all Fight Fiends and forecasters. Thanks, everybody, for staying forecasted. If you're new, thank you for finding us. This has been a long run to get to this point. And I'm telling you, from where we're at now, we're going to continue to grow and move forward. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to learn from the losses. You're going to have to taste the losses. So don't get too upset. Don't get beat up on yourself. There's always a brighter day, my friends, my fiends, my forecasters. Happy holidays. I hope it's a bright one for you. And 2026 is going to be the best one yet. Stay forecasted.
Take care, legends.
We out.